Hello and good evening, good afternoon. This is video gonna be, I think, be 936. If not, it'll be 937. And I am not on fire here, as you might think. Burning a stick of incense, and it's very happy where it's at, so I'm not gonna move it. Um, but I might move left to right, and how the video goes. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to make a birthday video. My birthday was yesterday, so maybe I will move this. It's highly scientific. You have the Burger King bag to catch the incense and the pen holder holding the incense. My birthday was yesterday. Um, and so now I'm 51. And it's kind of been a hell of a week. I had applied for a job about 3 weeks ago and haven't heard back on yet. And out of the blue, my supervisor said that they were building a team of people to do something very specialized with medical claims. And would I be interested in joining the team? And I was like, well, yeah. So, uh, excuse me, kind of a new job, but not a new job. Won't be making any more money, but definitely will add to my skills so that I'll be more knowledgeable, I guess. It's good. That's good. You become more like a Swiss Army knife than can only do one thing. So that's a good thing. Um, I had an experience for my birthday again yesterday. I got an email from the Papa Murphy's Club rewards club that it was my birthday and you get a free pizza on your birthday. So I did that and put my name as Karen. But I guess the account is several years old. It's in Robin's name, and when I got there, I said, Karen for pizza and what it was. And he said, well, I only have one for Robin. I said, oh, I guess that's me. And it was a bit of a letdown. It was a bit of a, which is just kind of, I think, another sign of how far I've moved away from the gender neutral name. And we'll definitely see about changing it officially, I think, down the road. It's a small thing, but I don't want to change anything now because my parents are old. And, I'm pretty sure if there's anything coming my way, ultimately, it's going to be given to, the name I have now, and I don't want to mess that up. So we'll stick with the way things are on paper now. But just, I don't know, just kind of a sign of the times, I guess, for me is I really am moving more into, signing my name Karen and whatnot. So it's kind of interesting. I've graduated from the level 2 dilator to the level 3. Now that before you get your excitement up, it's this is it. This is a Intimate Rose brand dilator, and this fills the garage. Okay. Now the nice thing about this is it's not hard plastic. If you have a dilator, the ones you get after your surgery are hard ass plastic. I mean, like, it kind of feels like glass. It hurts, you know. So getting something that's malleable, doesn't hurt you, is probably a good idea. My garage was never very big to begin with. So, yeah, right after my surgery, I could fit the big orange one in there, and it was okay, but it just didn't feel right because it was hard plastic. So that may be something to think about down the road after you, if you decide to go that route and have some sort of GCS, is to invest in some softer dilators. I almost think, I stopped doing dilating because it hurt me, and I almost wonder in retrospect if I had something that was a little more softer, a little more friendlier, if I would have kept it up. I don't know. We'll never know. But this Intimate Rose, I said what I said. Yeah, this is part of a 5 kit that starts off really, really small. Like I said, this is the one in the middle, and we'll get to be, probably 1 or 2 of the traditional set, and then there's the second set you can buy of these that's more like their traditional size. So I know they make them much bigger, much more diameter and then length as well. That doesn't hurt when you poke yourself with it. So I know the temptation is to say, well, weren't you afraid of losing it? Yeah, but yeah. I'll take ownership of it. But I didn't have that big of a garage to build. I didn't have that big of a penis to make one anyway. But cut that off Amazon. What else is going on? Not too much. Not too much. I think mentally and I talked with my therapist the other day about this, and we didn't get very far into it. This was one of those, you start to break into it, and then the timer goes off, and they're like, oh, well, our time's up for today. We'll put a pin in this. And then 2 weeks later, you forget about it. But I think a friend of mine talked about how when they were younger that they kind of unplugged themselves from some stuff and suppressed parts of themselves, transgender girl, and that it was part of becoming who they are now. They've unearthed that, things that they hid away. And I think for me, I can identify with that a lot, but I think for me, I sort of much like that, compartmentalized myself. But in a lot of ways, I feel like I'm still running that survivor program, even after transitioning and, everything I've done so far. I'm still in that male, I'm going to say rut for whatever it's worth. And I think I'm still trying to expand my comfort zone, somewhat. And so I think if you were to look at my personality on a bar graph or a line chart, probably it would be 2 curves and next to each other, kind of like a mountain and a peak, mountain and a mountain. And one peak is me, kind of more of a male-centered personality, and then the little peak off to the side is a female-centered personality. And I think we're trying to consolidate them into one, or at least give some freedom. I don't know. It's kind of the way I described it, with like having a more female-sounding voice. And when I use that voice, I feel like I have access to more emotions and more crayons in my crayon box, is kind of the way I describe it. And I'm not sure if it's true. I'm not sure if that's me making something up. It's just kind of my opinion. And one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to play in a D&D game a couple of weeks from now. And I think my character in that game is going to be the little mountain, I'm going to let them have as far as interacting with people. And probably if you don't know what's going on, you're just going to say, well, she's playing a character. That's her character. So we'll see. We'll see. It'd be a safe spot to let that out. And we'll kind of see what that is. Let the amateur psychiatrist think about that. Tell me what's going on. Same friend got me a gift certificate for my birthday. I'm very thankful for that. And I took that money and got me some shoes. I wear a size 13, extra wide. And so, I'm 6'2", I'm 6 foot tall, 400 pounds. I wear a size, 13, extra wide shoe. And so, I have been very afraid of some of the more girly shoes. And I got myself a nice pair of Mary Jane with a sensible heel on it to kind of help me learn how to walk in heels. But I'm got myself another pair that's coming in a couple weeks that has a kitten heel, Kitten, kitten heel, and that's a much smaller heel, which again I think is going to help me with my mental block, because while it's a heel, it's smaller and hidden underneath a little bit of the shoe, and so as a 6 foot tall person, it will give you the look of the heel, the feeling of the curve, without it being, such a high heel. And I had a friend of mine, Miss Sarah, who passed away fairly recently, who was a tall person as well, and she just fuck it. She wore whatever she wanted to wear, and kind of got to experience a lot of things, I think, with her feet as far as shoes go. That I would be afraid to wear, as far as heels and open-toed and da, da, da. I just I'm hidden, I'm not stealth, but just I'm afraid somewhat of. I don't wear over the shoulder stuff, for example. You will never see my shoulders. You will never see my arms, and it's just something I'm afraid of. So that's something for me to work through as well. Get to where you can see my shoulders, you can see my, what little cleavage I have. That's just something I'm working towards. Another friend of mine posted something about, it had been 5 years since they transitioned, and they did their kind of before and after photos, and they described it as, their egg broke, or their egg broke, or whatever. They came out of their shell and transitioned. I thought that was kind of neat. But just how much we to say we go through stuff on this journey is probably an understatement. But my hope is that in the community, we're all helping each other out. We're not here to knock each other down. I've had some bad experience with that myself. I've been the bitch, the judgmental bitch. It's easy to do. But I try. It's my own insecurities. It's my own jealousy. It's something for me to work on. I think I've done pretty good in the 2 or 3 years since it's passed, but I think life in general, it's hard sometimes, particularly on Facebook, when you see someone or their family and you're happy for them, but you're like, well, why doesn't good stuff happen to me too? That's something to definitely talk with your therapist about if you feel that way. Don't let it creep up into contempt or jealousy or mistreating people. Definitely seek therapy, seek counseling on that. Face it. Really, that's just about it for 51. No big parades, no No fanfares, no parties. Just another year burning some patchouli incense and doing laundry. I am trying to, one other thing, and then I'll shut up. I am trying to just up my game a little more. I am trying to, instead of wearing sneakers wherever I go, like I said, I ordered me some shoes. Trying to brush my hair. I'm trying to take care of my body. I'm trying to, there was, for me, it was the transition and it was the exploration and, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. And then over time, I just, wasn't for me, wasn't something I wanted to do. And I kind of got lazy and complacent. And now I'm trying to reclaim some of that. I'm trying to just do a little, like I said, trying to up my game a little bit. Even if it's just, I'm wearing a green shirt today, I'm going to wear green socks, or a purple shirt, purple socks. Just trying to just be a little more effeminate, a little more feminine in my look and my approach. Just for me, just trying not to be in a rut. On that note, I will sign off and wish you the best of luck in all that you do. And good luck in finding your authentic self and being who you want to be. Let you decide that. All right. Till next time. Bye-bye.